Someone has been where you're trying to go and they can teach you so that you can reap the life that you want. When you sow, you're talking about your dream. You're talking about planting the seeds. Sowing is an action word. It requires some pre-action though. It requires you to actually sit and think. Because if you're going to walk in your dream, you first have to understand what that dream is. If you don't gain clarity on the dream, how can you plant the seed? Once you gain clarity on the dream after sitting in silence, all distractions away, and understanding what do I want? What do I want? Now the dream stands in front of you. But you have to imagine that dream is the most amazingly attractive partner you could ever imagine. It's the boy or girl, woman or man of your dreams, literally standing in front of you. Ask yourself, if the person of your dreams is standing in front of you, what distraction are you going to allow to take you away from maintaining eye contact with this person that is also very interested in you? The man or woman of your dreams is standing in front of you and they're giving you these googly eyes, and you get a text message from your second cousin who got into a fender bender and they want to show you the picture. So you start looking at your phone and you tell the girl, "Oh, I'm sorry, she's going to walk away." That is how you treat your dream. That is how most people treat their dreams on a daily basis. Their dreams come to them and they allow it to walk away. So the seed of the dream, they allow it to disappear from their life, and they're never able to actually plant the seed, to sow it into the ground. And then there's nurturing. Nurturing is something that you must take action for. When you plant a seed in the ground, you have to understand that if you don't plant it in the proper soil, substrate, then the seed isn't going to grow. If it requires partial shade and you put it in the full sun, the sun is going to bake it. Birds will love to eat your seeds. So if you don't put something out there to prevent the birds are going to take it away. And if not, it's going to be the beetles. And if not, it's going to be the weeds. And if you don't water it, and if you don't make sure that it gets watered, then it's going to dry out anyway, and it's just not going to grow. You have to nurture it. You have to nurture the seed. Your dream is that same way. You have to take informed action towards your dream. If the dream is to climb Mount Everest, first understand if you want to just climb and summit the mountain, or if you want to come back down it. Two different paths. You need to learn how to climb the mountain. You need to learn oxygen at different sea levels. You need to learn about different materials like crampons or ice picks, different materials, different ropes. How does that rope work when it's at sea level and thawed versus how does it work when you're near the top of the mountain and it's frozen? All these things matter, and they all go into nurturing. Just like you have to understand if you're going to plant an apple tree or an apple seed, just like a bonsai, there's a different level of nurturing that comes along with it in order for that thing to grow. Reaping is another action word. Notice that every one of these, whether you're talking about sowing, nurturing, or reaping, they're action words. There is no let me sit back and let this come to me. Action. Reaping. Reap means that you have to get up and actually grab this thing. You're going out there to get this thing, which means you can't quit. If you're going to reap something, you can't just sit back when you get tired. You can't sit back when your back is aching, when your knees are giving out and you've torn the meniscus. You can't quit. Otherwise, you can't reap. It does you no good to have a farm that you can see corn as far as the eye can see, but you just sit inside your house. Who's going to go pick the corn? Your dream is no different. Whatever that dream is, you cannot give up on it. If you have a restaurant, if you're opening this franchise and this is your dream, you have to go at it with everything that you have so that when the time comes, you can even recognize when the fruit is ripe and you can pick it. Someone has been where you're trying to go and they can teach you, so that you can reap the life that you want, the things that you desire. And some of you don't yet have clarity on what you desire, which is why you need mentorship or coach. Even coaches have coaches. Mentors have mentors. For those of you that are interested, seriously interested, I want to invite you to stop living a life of mediocrity. Mediocrity is the default in human existence. It is those that step outside mediocrity that achieve greatness and change the world. And if you want to change your world and the community of the people around you in the field of culinary, here's an opportunity to do it. And I want to invite you to go on this journey with me. Join us as a member of the first 100.